So what I've talked about are the really promising things, and I wanted to convey to you how hard we have to work to get through this process, to do it the right way. And unfortunately, I think what you'll see is that there are plenty of people who are not doing it this way. And they just hang up a shingle and saying, you know, we can cure everything with stem cells. And so very quickly, in just a couple of minutes, I want to go through some of the myths so that you, as you know, can become educated patients and advocates, because you don't want to embark on an unproven therapy. And that's really what we worried about. So I think today you've learned that adult or somatic stem cells are not all the same. These are myths. They are not all the same. If you take them from fat, they're really good at making fat. They don't make brain. They don't make liver. They make fat. No, stem cells can't differentiate into any cell type. Adult stem cells are restricted. Only pluripotent stem cells can do that. But adult stem cells cannot do that. There's a type called mesenchymal stem cells you'll hear a lot about. People think these cells can make anything. No, they cannot. The idea that one stem cell treatment can cover everything and be a cure for everything is completely a myth. But you'll see some of these clinics advertising they can cure autism, ALS, Alzheimer's, the whole thing. Yeah, they cannot. Those are claims of snake oil salesmen. Here's another myth, that you have to pay thousands of dollars to get that treatment. No. If it's a clinical trial, aside perhaps from some minimal cost, you don't. And yet patients are being persuaded to mortgage their house and take their life savings and go and get these unproven therapies. Even Wikipedia knows that the clinical uses of mesenchymal stem cells, this article has multiple issues. It does. Because the claims that are made for this particular cell type is a real problem. Sometimes they're called mesenchymal stromal cells. They can be derived from different parts of the body, and the claim that they can treat everything are completely wrong. It sounds so great, though. Like, look, you can remove fats from your thighs or belly, and then put it into your face to make yourself younger looking. Doesn't that sound like it's killing two birds with one stone? But it's wrong. Remember what I said? Those cells are patterned. They're going to do what they normally do. They're not supposed to be in your face. Here's a woman who had this treatment, had a clicking sound when she closed her eyes with pain, and dug out small chunks of bones. The surgeon went in, found small chunks of bones in the eyelid. It should not be there. Now, that's something that was rectifiable, but we're getting now awful stories of people who are devastated, who are paralyzed, who've lost vision because they're having unproven therapies. And we heard the word medical tourism. You must remember these are here in this country. There are actually over 600 clinics in this country, many of them operating in New York. So if you think that it's safe to go to a clinic in the US, it is not. So we need to be active about this to help protect our friends and loved ones who may be very easily persuaded to do this. So what can you do about it to be informed? You can certainly look at Clinicaltrialsgov, but there you will find, at the moment, you will find FDA-allowed trials, the ones that we've been talking about, but also ones that do not have regulatory oversight, and they're all at Clinicaltrials.gov. So just because it's listed there doesn't mean that it's a properly approved trial, you've got to dig in and look. There's a website, A Closer Look at Stem Cells. Please go. There's a patient handbook that has been translated into 12 languages. It tells you a lot about what to look out for and what are the red flags. And of course, the International Society for Stem Cell Research tells you everything you need to know about stem cells, so you can go there.